OECS Environment Sustainability Meeting gets underway. The National Employment Program has hired 59 more in the South, and the D-MEDIS makes headway for updated medical records in Dominica. Thank you for joining us on another edition of National Focus. I'm Kerdisha St. Louis.
And I'm Kimani Saint-Jean. Stay with us for details of the headline stories and others after this.
A picture is worth 1,000 words. Got it? Taking care of us can be so easy.
Take good care of the children.
Thanks for staying with us. The Organization of Eastern Caribbean States' Third Council of Ministers Environmental Sustainability meeting got underway in Dominica on Wednesday. The Honorable Prime Minister, Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit, addressed the opening ceremony at the Fort Young Hotel. In addition to several ideas which he put forward for the consideration of the ministers when the meeting convenes at the State House, the Honorable Prime Minister reaffirmed his belief that to be effective, OECS member states must work as a unit.
I think it strengthens our position when we're not only speaking for one member country, but we're speaking for 15, 16, 17 of us as one group. I believe we will get greater attention from this and greater respect, because let's understand it, we are competing with ideologies, we're competing with politics in the respective countries. I'm speaking about the developed countries. We're speaking against much larger populations. I mean, you put all of us in the OECS together, and it is one street in China, or one apartment building. So we have to understand that we're not on equal foot, and understanding the fact that in some instances we each have one vote. We have to understand that in the world in which we live in, and I believe the lessons in Paris, our experiences and successes in Paris, is testament to the fact that by working together, by consolidating our ideas, we can in fact be listened to, and we can be respected, and we can be reacted to in a positive way to our lasting benefit.
Minister for Health and Environment, Dr. Kenneth Daru, who is the chair of the proceedings, referred to Dominica's growth and social protection strategy, which reaffirms government's commitment to sustainable development.
Goal 7 of the MGDs speak directly to the reason we're here to ensure environmental sustainability. And in this regard, Dominica has updated its National Biodiversity Strategy and Action Plan and successfully completed a sustainable land management project with a strategy for upscaling in 2017. The government has also adopted the Low Carbon Climate Resilient Development Strategy in 2012-2020, which outlines sectoral and national interventions to mitigate and adapt to the inevitable effects of climate change that will create employment by diversifying and growing our economy. By 2014, with the lead of the Environmental Coordinating Unit, the Commonwealth of Dominica have drafted the Climate Change Environment and Development Bill, a cutting-edge legal institutional framework which will position Dominica to gain improved access to international climate financing, particularly from the Green Climate Fund.
The environment ministers and climate change ambassadors of the OECS member states will engage in discussions on ocean governance, water resource management, energy and climate change, among others. Helen Royer is a permanent secretary in the Ministry of Health and the Environment.
The main purpose of the 2 days meeting is to operationalize Article 24.1 of the revised Treaty of Bastille, which states, and I quote, "Each protocol member state shall implement the St. George's Declaration of Principles for Environmental Sustainability in the OECS to minimize environmental vulnerability, improve environmental management, and protect the region's natural resource base for optimal social and economic benefits for member states," end of quote.
Director General of the OECS Commission, Dr. Didicus Jules, says finding a sustainable pathway is urgent for the region. He hails the St. George's Declaration as the most visionary document on the environment to come from any grouping of small island developing states. He says the region's individual challenges provide a unique opportunity to deepen ties.
The governments and peoples of the sub-region will, during this month of May, celebrate 35 years of solid and tangible cooperation through the Treaty of Basse-Terre, which established the OECS, and 5 years of deepening integration in pursuit of economic union since the revised treaty. The limitations and vulnerabilities which challenge and threaten us individually, including small physical size and economies, limited infrastructure and resources, and high exposure to environmental hazards, also unite us. These limitations and vulnerabilities can also prove to be opportunities if approached differently. Article 24 of the revised Treaty of Basse-Terre illuminates the conviction of member states in their shared commitment to implement the St. George's Declaration of Principles for Environmental Sustainability towards the long-term protection and sustained productivity of the region's natural resources and ecosystem services.
While here, the environment ministers will visit the areas most impacted by Tropical Storm Erica. The two-day meeting will conclude on a Thursday, May 5th.
The National Employment Program has hired 59 more people in the southern communities of Point Michelle, Soufrière, and Scott's Head. These new and returning hirees will be largely involved in the cleanup and beautification aspect of the community employment module. Others will be engaged in the customer service field at community establishments, and a number will join caregivers of the Yes We Care program. The National Employment Program was launched in December 2013 at a time when the International Labour Organization was calling for states to do more to reduce youth unemployment through collaborative efforts between the public and private sectors. Today, the National Employment Program is still meeting that purpose. GIS News was at the Soufrière Community Center on Wednesday, May 4th, to witness the event.
This is a very, important employment initiative. The aim is to ensure that no one is unemployed, especially the young people. And so when we come out to sign contracts with you and to ensure that you're employed, we expect you in return to, one, work closely with your supervisor, work with each other to ensure the development of your individual communities. Okay? You are to be on time for work. You are to ensure that if you cannot make it for whatever reason, you call the supervisor and you say, I cannot make it today.
She emphasized the principle of a fair day's work for a fair day's pay. GIS News also talked with a few of the employed.
I enjoy being a part of the NEP because since in January, I started on my own. No, since after Village Council had their a meeting, I started on my own because I noticed Point Michelle needed some help. And I'm part of the committee, I live there. So I take on my own. What I really want to do with the stipends they're giving me, get some tires, buy paint, paint up the area where I put the tires, plant flowers and take care of the flowers to beautify my village because my village need to look good. That's why my main purpose, my main focus is to see that Point Michelle change in the area of cleanliness.
Edric Etienne is 20 years old and really wants to be a DJ. While he's not yet where he wants to be, he is appreciative of the income which his day job brings.
I'm passing around, meeting the surrounding clean and stuff, kind of motivates me in life. And I just want to, do something for the day.
For Edric, who has lost both his parents and is almost entirely on his own, those wages make a real difference in his life.
I'm not in a, like a good condition place, I mean, since my mother and my father died, I've been on my own struggling in life. Although my auntie is there to help me and stuff, but me, most of the time, it's a struggle.
He shared his first impressions of the program, which he admits were mixed.
I just think like, boy, on that hot Sunday, boy, I don't work on the NEP on that hot Sunday, but when I come to think of it, I tell myself, Edric, you see, right about now you don't have anything to do, so just try it out, give it a try.
And what do you think of it now?
Well, I think it's a great program. I mean, people are just there, you know, on the block, you know, that don't have anything to do. They get something to do just to keep them occupied from time to time.
Government's National Employment Program is obviously much more than just a social program. It has come to mean real results for real people.
I thanking and praising God for that government for doing such a great thing for the poor people that was there, needed support. It is a good program.
This signing ceremony follows an appeal made by the Honorable Prime Minister on a visit to the community last week. He encouraged persons from the area desirous of receiving paid training to register with the NEP.
A picture archiving and communications system, PACS, which currently exists in the Dominica Integrated Information System, DISH, is currently being utilized in the test phase of the Dominica Medical Information System, D-MEDIS. D-MEDIS, which began its testing in 2014, is the core of the integrated medical system, which includes the pharmacy system, lab information, and radiology. D-MEDIS currently captures demographic data, admissions, and will shortly include medical information. Information Communication Technology Specialist with the Ministry of Health, Peter Ricketts, revealed that PACS was not an initial application in the testing phase, but it is already being praised by doctors at the Princess Margaret Hospital.
What used to happen before is when there was a study done, the doctor would have to come from whatever ward they are on to the radiology department to view it off the radiology computer there, or a CD would have to be burnt and taken to them, or they would have to print film. Now with the PAC system, all we do is we have to configure the computers to get access to the server, and doctors can access the studies from the wards. Now, because remember I told you that we're on this national network, all we have to do is give a computer to Foncole, configure it, train them, and they could start getting access to your studies.
Ricketts affirms that the application will soon present real-time data on diagnosis and statistics of non-communicable diseases and others which were previously difficult to access. At present, the hospital epidemiologist is already seeing the benefits of D-MEDIS.
The epidemiologist has a weekly report that he needs to do. That requires baseline data, so he needs to know the number of admissions for the week in order for him to compile, to use that as a denominator to compile for his reports, to calculate rates and so on and so forth. Before, he would have to go through every ward information, all wards, and count the number of new admissions manually. And now it's a click of a button. A click of a button. So something that used to have to take, you know, maybe a day or two to go through to do, clicks a button and he has his information.
Currently, more recent patient records are being entered into the system, and later older data will be added. Ricketts expressed that doctors are excited as the time-consuming search for records will no longer be required. He insists that paper records give a false sense of security since anyone can request medical records without a back trace.
With the electronic system, what we have is an audit trail. So from the second you start to type in a name, that's recorded. From the second you click on a name, that's recorded. So who has viewed, who has modified, who has, or not even modified, because with the permissions on the system, you cannot modify information. Only doctors can add, but once it's saved, it cannot be modified. If a system was, a mistake was made, what would have to happen is they would have to delete that record. They have to request for that record to be deleted and re-enter it again.
Nurses currently do not have access to the system beyond the patient's vital, summaries, prescriptions, and allergies since they are not able to diagnose patients. You're watching National Focus. More when we return.
I had a bleeding disorder that I did not know about. and they had to be transfusing me continuously. I got 56 units.
Being there at the blood bank, I was like, yo, I'm actually saving someone's life.
You never know when you can go.
Give blood. I have done it, and believe it or not, it don't hurt.
I won't be scared. I'll give. You know you're gonna give blood. I'll make sure she does.
Sit down at the blood bank in a comfortable environment for 45 minutes.
Helping people.
You are stimulating your body to make brand new cells.
You get free cookies, you get juice.
Glad to know your blood group. Feels good.
I felt as a better person.
It's a good thing to be alive, and I can thank God that I'm there and I'm enjoying life.
Welcome back. The Discover Dominica Authority officially launched Tourism Awareness Month 2015 on May 4th under the theme, Tourism is Everybody's Business, Let's Play Our Part. Chief Executive Officer of the DDA and Director of Tourism, Colin Piper, says the month is one of reflection as well as collaboration.
We as industry stakeholders take this time to reflect on the greater achievements and the many challenges facing tourism development in Dominica. We also seek to engage the population and increase public involvement in tourism activities and development efforts in the country.
He further stated that the month of activities is important because it creates an opportunity for Dominicans to become more involved in the growth of tourism in Dominica.
While tourism remains vulnerable to global economic changes, positive and negative, Dominica has an opportunity to capitalize on the growing demand for little-known destinations and escapes from the norm. All the players in the industry need to review tourism differently because we are different from our closest competitors. As we continue to rise out of the impacts of Tropical Storm Erica, our national vision for the industry must be renewed and reshaped so that we all can benefit. It is the collective effort for success which will provide national rewards for all Dominicans, not just those directly involved in tourism activity, but for the farmer, the fisherman, the teacher, the construction worker, the banker, for everyone.
In his address at the launch, Minister for Urban Renewal, Honorable Senator Robert Tong, believes that the youth in particular play a big role in preserving the tourism sector. Hence, this month will feature many activities geared towards the youth.
A number of activities are targeted towards the youth, including the Tourism Youth Congress, the Youth Essay Competition, and visits to primary and secondary schools island-wide. The winner of the Tourism Youth Congress will represent Dominica at the Regional Youth Congress organized by the Caribbean Tourism Association. Let's also not forget the FCCA contest, which an individual and the winner, who's an individual, and the school can win as much as $10,000 or 3,000 US. Last year, this was won by the Castlebrook Secondary School and one of their students. The much anticipated selfie contest, which requires participants to submit photos of themselves taken at any of our scenic spots, is expected to capture the interest of many youths in particular.
And that's the English segment of the news. McPherson St. Luce is up next with Creole Highlights.
Allô tout le monde, bienvenue à cette nouvelle en créole. Non, moi, c'est McPherson St. Luce. Premièrement, ministère et puis responsabilité pour environ, quand je joins en Dominique, plusieurs bagailles à cette agenda qu'à discuter. On cérémonie pour place jeudi pour ouvrir conférence là. Selon le ministère environ, Honorable Dr. Kenneth Darrow, bagaille Erica affecté Dominique, changement climatique qu'à discuter.
Disaster risk management, c'est l'autre bitin local par les comptes avec Tropical Storm Erica. In fact, à McPherson, c'est items à l'agenda, c'est lessons learned from Tropical Storm Erica qui c'est mon dominical présenté pour meeting parce que nous savons que qu'on pays, qu'on peuple, nous fait tout ça, nous peut faire Tropical Storm Erica, mais il still the bitin nous ça fait primaire. C'est pour nous qu'après actuellement nous avons remodeling other offices disaster management pour comment nous build capacity pour manœuvrer pour manager quand nous natural disasters.
Selon Honorable Darrow, Zafè physical planning aussi à ces agenda là.
L'autre items à l'agenda McPherson pour faire avec sustainability, avec manager land use planning, c'est un autre item à l'agenda là. Certains vous savent que nous avons déjà endorsé la land use policy. Nous avons changé comme ministre physical planning, nous commençons ce processus là. Actuellement, nous avons l'autre step là, nous avons créé un national physical development plan. So, what policy ça, nous avons développé un plan. So, tout ces bits c'est important. Nous avons dit, mais ça n'est pas fait everyone. Oui, ça peut faire everyone parce que attends longtemps, monde qui planter, tu as fait qu'il n'importe place, là yo ni tête mais nous avons plus que nous pas continuer comme ça because là where disaster fait bit en fait c'est même gouvernement expense là nous pour try ranger ça nous fait so nous actuellement nous devait décider au là qui bon pour planter au là qui bon pour faire caille au là qui bon pour faire industrie so tout c'est bit ça so mon cas espérer que nous un bon déjeuner meeting nous aussi ni un future plan pour ces collègues ministres moyens pour visiter ces places là qui Tropical America ravagé c'est des big cities savant c'est le West Coast là nous visiter ces places là pour quoi que damage que change climatique.
La nouvelle contrat qui le gouvernement a awardé pour travailler pour place en sous pays qui a créé opportunité pour employement communauté Guambé c'est communauté qui a bénéficié. Parole celle-là sortie en même parlement Honorable Justin Charles.
Ça aussi c'est une opportunité pour créer employment par autant de monde en Guambé. Nous savons ces contractors là de temps en temps là yo tapé ces petits jobs là c'est monde commune là qui yo engagé. So avant nous ni monde en assist bochime c'est une opportunité pour yo continuer pour yo taper petit travail avec generate income activity en constituency là. So nous ka dit ces jeunes moun nan la yo encourager yo la yo ka travail pour prendre travail là sérieux because ça c'est pas même si gouvernement fait l'argent là fait nous l'argent pour faire travail là mais là nous faire travail là c'est pour nous-mêmes et pour moun commune là. So yo pour prendre travail là sérieux, yo pour venir travailler à l'air, yo ni pour yo pas pour gaspiller matière because yo pas gaspiller matière nous ça fait plus travail avec ça qui ni so c'est une opportunité pour yo même à faire jouer rôle yo en développement en community en south là.
Et puis finalement Dominique était bien représenté en grand meeting Ectel qui était chain en Saint-Lucie. Ministre Telecoms Honorable Kelvin Darrow représenté Dominique en grand meeting Salam. Ministre Darrow fait parole qui décision qu'a continué en cette belle télécommunication discutée.
Hot St. Lucie était un meeting pour ce ministère télécommunications Hot OECS. Ça nous a qui Ectel et puis nous aller Hot St. Lucie et puis nous tenir bonne parole en pli issues Hot telecommunication sector là. Et puis en issue nous te discuss Hot meeting ça là. C'est ça nous a qui Electronic Communications Bill. Ça c'est un bill pour guide le système de télécommunication. So si on consumer ni un problème, si un service n'est pas bon, toutes ces bagages ça là, bill ça là, legislation ça là, il can guide li. Et puis nous prenons une décision pour aller et puis bill ça là, plus bill là qui là actuellement, il pas bon encore. So nous pouvons mener un neuf bill pour replace bill ça là. Et puis moi dit là nous fini et puis meeting ça là Hot St. Lucie tous ces ministères Hot Telecommunications place Grenada place Saint Vincent place Saint Kitts Dominique nous tous cas dit bien merci pour bill ça là plus il a mené flexibilité là pour secteur télécoms.
Messieurs mesdames, ça c'est tout pour nouvelles en créole pour à présent. Non moi c'est McPherson c'est Luce. Au revoir.
In today's tip, we'll discuss how you can increase your happiness in daily life. Daily life can be made happier as our attitude determines whether we feel happy or unhappy. So it all boils down to a matter of choice.
Endeavor to change the way you look at things and always look at the bright side. The mind may drag you to think about negativity and difficulties. Don't let it. Look at the good and a positive side of every situation. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm.
Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow us on Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. Live streaming is also now available 24 hours a day. From all of us here on the GIS News Production Team, I'm Kimani.
And I'm Kerdisha. Thanks for watching and join us again next time on National Focus.
I had a bleeding disorder that I did not know about, and they had to be transfusing me continuously. I got 56 units.
Being there at the blood bank, I was like, yo, I'm actually saving someone's life.
You never know when you can go.
Give blood.
I have done it, and believe it or not, it don't hurt.
I won't be scared. I'll give. You know you're gonna give blood. I'll make sure she does.
Sit down at the blood bank in a comfortable environment for 45 minutes.
Helping people.
You are stimulating your body to make brand new cells.
You get free cookies, you get juice.
Glad to know your blood group. Feels good.
I felt as a better person.
It's a good thing to be alive, and I can thank God that I'm there and I'm enjoying life.